Jamie, just coming off your winter work, obviously when you're going home, and then off your first preseason outing, just how's your arm feel coming into the regular season?
I feel good. I was pretty diligent about my work this offseason. I think I put more into it than I did last year. So knowing I needed to come back feeling healthy, I kind of made sure of that. So right now I feel good. I feel better than I did last preseason, which is a good thing. So looking to keep that going.
Jamie, when Coach talked to us, he talked about that you kind of have to manage the outside role now with all the expectations. Just what is it like for you getting all the preseason accolades, the draft type, and kind of how do you stay focused on your craft and just going out every Friday?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to have all that stuff, but right now it doesn't mean anything. So kind of just looking at it that way and just realizing that if I do what I need to do every day, like the good things will come. So I don't really worry too much about all that, and I know like I have a whole season to pitch, so that's kind of what I'm worried about right now.
Jamie, how much have you thought about, I guess, how far you've come in the last 12 months? What the last 12 months have been like? And I guess is there one area you point to? It's like, here's where I really grew over the last 12 months.
Yeah, I think mostly just as a person. Like coming in here as a freshman until now, it's like I think I've just grown like and matured a lot, and that's kind of just been the biggest thing for me is just realizing there's life outside of baseball too, and just growing in that part of life.
Obviously, you talked about the changeup in fall, but just after working in the winter, where do you feel like it's at right now? And what exactly was the feel that you wanted to get out of that pitch?
Yeah, so really all I wanted was a third pitch. I just needed to show it, I think, and it kind of turned into being a pitch where I think it's up there with my other two. So right now it's just kind of trying to keep it in the zone and keep it to the certain spots I want it. It moves a lot, so that's kind of been tough trying to gauge where to start it and whatnot. But right now I'm comfortable with it, and I have good feel for it in the zone, so if I can keep it there, then I think it'll be good for me this year.
Jamie, with some of the additions in the transfer portal, get some high school teammates back in the rotation on the pitching staff, just how cool has it been to work with those guys again?
Yeah, it's sick. So it was me and John last year, really, and now coming in with Wes and Joey and even Chef, it's been cool having them around, and there's a good chance that it's an all-Jesuit rotation, which that'll be sick. And, if that works out, that'd be awesome. I know Coach Miguel will love that.
Jamie, in the fall, Link talked about wanting to get this staff more dynamic overall. When you guys have been clicking throughout fall, have you seen a more dynamic staff coming into this year?
Yes, I think this year everyone kind of drives their own development. So all these kids they came in here and they started working hard themselves, and it really the culture of our pitching staff is great. We're in a great spot. Everyone's working hard, and it's the first time I've seen this at this level, so I'm excited for what we're going to do this year.
You had two different pitching coaches your first 2 years. What's the stability of Coach Posey being back? What's that done for you this offseason?
It's great. I mean, just another year to work with him he's the best pitching coach I've worked with. So having him around is awesome. I know all the pitchers love him, and we're lucky to have him here.
Jamie, Coach Jarrett mentioned these are some of the most competitive scrimmages that he's seen since his time here. Who's a couple of guys that have been really tough at bats that you've seen kind of grow in the batter's box?
Yeah, Gage Harrelson always gives me a tough AB. Alex Lodis kind of owns me. He's 2 for 3 with 2 pumps. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good batters. It's hard to say all of them right now, but I think we're in a good spot.
I don't remember exactly how many more innings you threw last year than you ever had. I know it was a lot. It was quite I guess having that larger workload, I guess, what is now what that's like? How do you kind of manage things? How does that change how you manage things going into a season?
Yeah, so, I mean, me and our trainer, Phil, we built a plan for every week, and I'm already on that plan now, so just kind of sticking to that. And, it's all about routines, so I think if I stick to my routine, it keeps me healthy, it keeps me pitching well.
You've been here with Ben for 3 years. To see him throwing 97, 98, just what's that been like?
I mean, I'm so proud of the kid. He's the hardest worker on the pitching staff, in my opinion, and I've been room with him the past 2 years. So just seeing everything he's put into it, and he's been my road roommate too. So just I've seen the ups and the downs of college baseball, and to see him where he's at now, it's just awesome. I'm so proud of him.
And just the other Barrett David, just to see him back on the mound after a long road to recovery, how awesome has that been?
It's sick. I mean, I saw Dave last year where he couldn't move his fingers, and now he's throwing again, and this is something we all thought probably would never happen. So just the fact that he's able to go out there and throw is a blessing, but he's actually putting together like good outings, so it's pretty awesome.
Jamie, Coach talked about how like gifted this defense is overall. I mean, can you speak to that and what it means for you as a pitcher, and then also what you're seeing from the guys behind the plate this year?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, just to have the amount of athletes we have, just we're going to have a good defense, and it's a great feeling as a pitcher to know you got the guys behind you that are going to back you up. And Jackson behind the plate, he's just gotten better every day. He comes in and works hard, and he's someone I want behind the plate catching me. And if I'm feeling down, like he's always going to be a guy that can pick me up. So that's what you need out of a catcher.
Any other questions? Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it, Jamie.